My wife faked her death to escape our marriage. 2 years later, I found her selling our wedding ring on Facebook. When I confronted her, she said I deserved to suffer. 2 years after burying an empty casket, I discovered my wife was alive and living 3 hours away under a new name. When I confronted her with evidence, she claimed I was the reason she had to die. By the time I was finished, she wished she'd stayed dead. Lisa and I had been married for 8 years when she announced she wanted to hike the Cascade Trail alone for our anniversary. It was unusual. We'd always done anniversary hikes together, but we'd been fighting more lately about starting a family, and I figured she needed space to think. I just need to clear my head, she said, packing her familiar blue backpack. You understand, right? I didn't, but I nodded anyway. Our marriage had felt strained for months, and I hoped the solo trip would help her find whatever peace she was looking for. She left on a Friday morning with plans to return Sunday evening. The trail was a moderate 3-day loop she'd hiked before, well-marked and popular with experienced hikers. When Sunday night came and went without word, I started calling. Her phone went straight to voicemail. By Monday morning, I was at the ranger station filing a missing person report. The search and rescue operation lasted 5 days. They found her backpack wedged between rocks near Widow's Falls, a dangerous section where the trail curved around a steep cliff. Her phone was inside, cracked but still functional. Her wallet contained all her identification and credit cards. The weather had been terrible that weekend, heavy rain and strong winds that made the rocks treacherous. The search team concluded she'd slipped and fallen into the rapids below. The current was too strong and the terrain too dangerous for body recovery. I'm sorry, the lead searcher told me. The water moves fast through there. If she went over, we'll likely never find her. Lisa's parents arranged the funeral for the following week. Closed casket, obviously, since there was no body to bury. I sat in the front pew staring at a photo of Lisa on our wedding day, trying to understand how my wife had simply vanished from the world. The grief nearly destroyed me. I took leave from my engineering job and barely left the house for months. Friends and family rotated through, bringing casseroles and checking that I was still breathing. Lisa's sister, Emma, stayed with me for 2 weeks, helping sort through Lisa's belongings. She would want you to keep living, Emma said as we packed Lisa's clothes for donation. She loved you so much. I kept only a few things: her grandmother's ring, a photo album from our honeymoon, and the camping gear we'd accumulated over years of hiking together. Everything else went to charity or family members. A year passed, then another. I was finally starting to date again when something impossible happened. I was browsing Facebook Marketplace for camping equipment, planning a solo backpacking trip to mark the 2nd anniversary of Lisa's death. I decided to hike the same trail where she disappeared, maybe find some closure. That's when I saw the listing: vintage camping gear for sale, moving overseas. The seller's profile photo showed a woman with short dark hair and sunglasses. Something about her posture looked familiar, but it was the camping gear that made my heart stop. Listed among the items was Lisa's blue backpack. The same model, same color, same distinctive patches she'd sewn on during our Colorado trip 3 years earlier. One patch was slightly torn. I remembered her catching it on a branch. But that wasn't the worst part. Also listed was her grandmother's engagement ring. The antique setting was unmistakable, with a tiny chip in one of the side stones that we'd never bothered to repair. I took screenshots of everything before the listing could disappear. Then I clicked on the seller's profile. The woman called herself Anna Martinez and listed her location as Riverside, about 3 hours from our hometown. Her profile was sparse.
Full story link below.